Let's get good. I am the Gamer Under Development, and this is our May channel update. So there's not a ton going on this month to really tell you guys about. We're going to be doing some slight schedule changes, and there is a project that I'm working on in the background. It has a little bit to do with a join button being there. One of these places, in a corner somewhere on, the page, there might be a join button soon. Now, I don't want you guys to worry about content or anything like that, because I'll give you one more hint. No exclusive content. That's right. If I do add a join button, there won't be any exclusive content, really. You guys won't have to worry about that too much. I say really because currently the plan is to have maybe the highest level supporters of the channel get like a private stream once a month, or just hang out with them or whatever. I don't think that's unfair. I don't think you guys will think that's unfair either. Anyways, moving away from that, because it's a little bit of a ways out, I want to make sure I put in the proper work on the front end to make sure that there is value for people that decide to contribute to and support the channel. So that's sort of off in the future. Let's talk about our schedule changes. So Monday is going to be the Warframe beginner's guides and any future guides related to Warframe from now on. Tuesday will be Rito. Wednesday is going to be sort of a toggle slot where I can do whatever I need to do. So if we need another Warframe guide that week, that'll be Wednesday. If not, it'll probably be GFW, which is the Fire Pro Wrestling show that I do. Now, the reason for that is that for a long time, I've run GFW in the background as sort of an extra thing. And to be honest with you guys, it was just too much. The workload was getting to be a little bit too much, so I needed to give it a more permanent slot on the lineup. Now, what I don't want you to think is that means that MechWarrior 5 is done, because it's not. We did a 4-hour MechWarrior, or rather, I did a 4-hour MechWarrior 5 stream last weekend. So there is a ton of MechWarrior content just there that you can get through if you're very much enjoying that series. And I will continue that series. It's just not going to be in a set slot every week, so to speak. Thursday will be Old World. That is the new 4X that we're kind of exploring. Right now we're doing a Roma playthrough, and it's been great. Last episode, a 2-year-old's faction murdered a king, so that was interesting. I wasn't expecting to deal with that, but that was cool. Anyways, and then Friday is going to be a podcast day or potentially something else. And the reason I say potentially something else is because the Good Game podcast right now is a little bit up in the air for reasons that I don't really want to go into. The good news is, though, that there is another podcast on the horizon that might go in that slot or alternate with the Good Game podcast in that slot. And for those of you who happen to be here for the Fire Pro stuff, you'll be excited because it is a wrestling podcast. How cool is that, guys? So that's really all the changes coming to the channel this month. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you have any feedback, leave them in the comments as well. If you're absolutely loving MechWarrior and you're upset that it's not necessarily going to have a fixed slot on the schedule anymore, let me know, because I can move stuff around, guys. I'm just trying to change things so that they will allow me to get the maximum value out of the time that I have to give the channel, because that's the biggest constraint with the channel. It's not for a lack of me wanting to do things. There's more of a problem of me wanting to do more things than I have time for than there is a problem of me not wanting to do things for the channel. The channel is kind of my only hobby, really. So that being said, I'm just trying to move things around a little bit so that I can fit things in a fashion that allows me to also continue living my life and do the things I have to do off of YouTube. Thank you guys for watching, as always, and I will see you next time.